Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Kate of Kate O'Neill Recruitment Coaching. Today's video is all about how to conduct a sales role play as part of your interview process. In a previous video, I've mentioned about doing a role play, but one in particular was how to interview trainees for your agency. I understand that for some agencies, this is a new thing to be doing and it's hard to know where to start and what role play to do. So this is going to be a nice, short, sharp video on what to do and how to do it. If you've got any more questions after watching it, please feel free to get in touch with me. So first of all, this sales role play does not need to be recruitment focused. Remember that the people you've got in the room have never done recruitment before. So to give them something recruitment focused isn't really going to work. Also, the danger is if you give them a recruitment focused role play, you are going to be judging them based on their performance in the role. And we don't want to be doing that yet because remember, we're going to train them. They need to be told how to do the position. So I would advise you scrap anything recruitment related and you just do a generic sales role play. And that can be anything. Ones I've done in the past have been to do with holidays. So you get them to be a travel agent. They've been a car salesperson. God, what else have I done? Holidays, cars. No, I can't remember, but basically you can do anything. I mean, you literally could do stationery, books, like anything, it doesn't matter. You might even, if you're planning on doing a lot of recruiting, this is something I learned, you have a selection of 2 or 3 role plays you can pick from. Because when you're meeting lots of people, like I used to, and you're doing the same role play every time, you end up wanting to shoot yourself because you just get so bored. You don't want to be getting bored because you're not going to be paying attention. So, once you've picked your theme, you then need to write instructions for you and the candidate. The candidate needs instructions because they have never done probably a sales role play before. Even if they've had a sales job, it doesn't mean that they're going to have done a sales role play before, and they still need help and instructions on what to do. Also, this is a little bit of a test, because if we're giving them instructions, we're going to expect them to read them and pick things out from it. And if they don't, then that's a telltale sign of their ability to take on board information and instruction. Make sure the instructions are no more than a page. They're clearly laid out. I would have a brief overview of the scenario, information on the products you want them to sell. Again, nothing too detailed, bullet points, little bits of info. And then also what you might want to do is think about putting a little bit of a test in there. If you sell X more holidays, you will get a bonus. So let's use the holiday example to give you an overview of everything. So at the start, an introduction to the role play, which would be, you are a travel agent for O'Neill Holiday Company, rubbish name, and you are meeting with a customer who you've never met before, who is potentially interested in purchasing a holiday. It's your job to have a chat with them, find out what they need, and then discuss any relevant holidays with them. Leave it at that. Then you're gonna have the 3 holidays. So one could be to Spain, one could be to Jamaica, one could be wherever you wanna go, and maybe 6 bullet points on each. Make sure each one's got a price. And then at the bottom have something like, if you sell 1 more holiday to Jamaica, you will hit your target and get your 15% bonus. If you sell a Spanish holiday, you will be X amount off your bonus. If you sell the other holiday, you'll be X amount off your bonus. So the temptation is there, right, I need to sell the Jamaica holiday to hit my bonus. Now what we want them to actually do is get to know the customer, find out their needs, and sell the holiday that's right for them, not push what's right for them as the consultant. Usually I would say you don't want them to be right for the Jamaica holiday, it needs to be one of the other 2. In recruitment, we want them to do the same thing. So we're looking for these transferable skills. So that will all be on the brief for them. I would also give them pen and paper, so they've got somewhere to write notes, and write some instructions for yourself, because it might not always be you who's wrote the role play doing it. So if somebody new is coming in, they're not going to have a clue who they need to be. When you are interviewing, you need to explain to them what you actually want from them. So explain that, look, we're not looking for perfection. We're looking to see how you cope with the task and the effort you put in. Put them at ease, give them the instructions, and before you do anything, go through with them what you want them to do. And I would advise them to write this down. So explain to them, you want them to give a nice introduction, you want them to build rapport with you as the customer, find out what their needs are, ask them lots of open questions, make sure they know what an open question is, because not everyone does, and then you want them to try and sell the right holiday for you as the customer and leave it at that. That's giving them a lot of help and instruction. So if they've written that all down and they read the instructions properly, they've got every chance to do a pretty good job at this role play. Remember, you're not looking for them to be perfect. I would be looking out for, have they tried to structure it well? Have they tried to find out my needs and ask open questions? Have they tried to sell me the right product? And have they tried to build rapport with me? What we don't want is what we call a tell sell, which is when they just say, hi, how are you? And then start telling you about all the holidays and you pick whichever one you want. They've not listened then, clearly, have they? Make sure that you give them time to prepare, 5 to 10 minutes, I would say more 10 minutes. Go out of the room and let them read the instructions, think about what you said, and prep for the task. That is pretty much it, guys. I can't emphasize enough, please do not expect perfection. Most people you do this with will be pretty shit at it. You are looking for the little nuggets of potential. You are looking to see the effort they've put in. After the role play's finished, I would be asking to look at the notes they made when you were out of the room as well. Because what a lot of people will do is they'll write brilliant notes, they'll make a fantastic plan, but the nerves get the better of them when it's live. So the notes are a great telltale sign of what they actually meant to do. That is it for me in terms of sales role plays. If you want more information, please feel free to get in touch with me. Follow all my accounts that are listed below. That is a great way to get in touch with me as well, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. And remember, if you want to keep getting notified about my content that's coming up, you need to subscribe and allow notifications. Thank you so much for watching today. I will see you soon. Bye.